G'day YouTube, Down Under Preppy here. Good to be back. It's been a hot minute. Okay, it's been over a year. So following the last failure, I've now moved to a completely different system for my everyday carry and get home bag type solution. So what I'm going to quickly cover today is what my 2021 solution was and my 2022-2023 solution is. So let's get into it. Alright, so first of all, let's cover what I was doing in my 2021-2022 solution for get home for my wife and myself. Basically, I had an area of the boot. I was taking up too much space with what I was doing, so I had to like narrow it all down, and this is what I came up with. So my 2022-2021 get home bag solution comprised of a belt and harness. So this is which I would then attach little bags to. So these are quite large bags with a little drop pouch on the side, and to let me install and remove stuff quickly, I was using these little clips. And what I'd actually do is, if I was getting home with me and my wife, I had these two little packs. So I had a chest rig, which was predominantly my wife's one, and I had this one, which was myself. Now you'll notice this isn't a bag of any description. This is basically a bunch of pouches that are mollied together. I did this so that if I needed to, if I had my actual backpack, I can unmolly this all, put it on here, and have no loss of capability or storage. So that worked quite well, and I can carry this over my shoulder with this bag. The actual contents of the bag don't matter all that much. That's what you would expect. But the actual solution of having an over-the-shoulder bag and a chest rig, and I could split that between two people, was the core part of it. So I have my trail runners, which I love, and I'm going to have to buy another pair. Wear these every day, nice and comfortable. I started a new thing with my EDC, which is this little money pouch. But inside of the money pouch, I've got my keys attached to it. I've got like my safe keys. I've got cash. I've got little multi-tool, you know, some just general things to carry around with me every day. I've got my wallet, which does a few things that I really like, in terms of it's got the flip pocket on the front to keep, you know, ID tags and stuff in. And if I need to, I can put my multi-tool into there. And I've got my EDC bag. So there's a lot of things I do with this bag, but mostly it's my work bag. I've got first aid kits and some other stuff in here as well, so I'll kind of go through that probably deeply in its own video. But one of the things that's changed a lot is stolen from someone else, shoe bags. So these are Amazon shoe bags where you buy 4 for like $10 or something. And what I do now is, this is the part that I keep in my car. So this contains all of my get home bag type equipment, and the stuff that I have for work in my backpack, I also have in these bags. So what it means I can do is, I can immediately, when I need to decide to go from a everyday context to a survival context, I can take the bags that have this stuff in my backpack out, put these in, and off I go. No real loss of capability, and I'm not taking up, you know, all of this extra strapping and weight there. One of the things I like about this system is I've put a couple of D-rings on the outside here, heavy duty clips. So what I can actually do is, if I need to really quickly leave, I can just attach these to the outside of the webbing, or if my backpack gets stolen, I can use these in kind of like a hobo pole type scenario, and then I've got most of my stuff with me as I go around. So onto the EDC backpack. I really quite love this backpack. It does an awful lot. In my front pouch here, I keep a bunch of medical stuff and tourniquets and charging cables and the pipage for my drink bottle, and a boo-boo kit, face mask. Bunch of things that I think that if I'm going to need medical when I'm out and about, that's the kind of thing I'm going to need. Like a CPR mask is probably a good idea. A couple of the times when I've actually needed to help somebody, CPR face mask would have been good. One of my biggest changes that's influenced my everyday carry is this sucker. It's expensive, but it covers a lot of sins. So this is the Grail Titanium GeoPress. So it's like the other GeoPressers that I've had in terms of, you know, how you use it to filter water and things, but it's made out of titanium. That means that I can boil water in this component, and this part has a valve at the bottom. You can seal it up. You can use this to drink water from while you're boiling and cooking food, etc. in that. So this means I've got my water filtration and a cook system on my everyday carry that makes me not look like an idiot. So I've got a little bit of a rubber band here because it helps hold on my water pipe when I put it on. So I can attach my drinking hose, have this in my back pocket here, and then drink from this. So I really love this as an idea. I've tried a lot of things with this backpack. I'm going to do kind of a video and evolution of what I've done with it. The main thing I've done is taken out the belt now. For a while I was running a waist belt, but it was too much as part of EDC, too tactical. And then I tried doing like I made up a little small thing that would go through the hair and have clips on either side so I could attach my my bug out bag to it, so I then have the benefits of a waist belt only during an evacuation or something. But I haven't ended up needing to continue with that. So I'll just really quickly go through what's actually in my EDC bag that I carry with me. Top one is, so this is, I've got it labeled as medical, but what it actually is my ankle medical kit. Right, so inside of here I have ankle medical. So I am quite large, so what I have is 2 of the Warrior Poet Society EDC ankle kits, and I've got it because it fits around one leg quite nicely for me. That way I can have tourniquet, Israeli bandage, trauma shears, gloves, you know, just general stuff. And so I put one around each leg, and it's nice and lightweight. No one has ever noticed me wearing that. I have some zip ties, extra long, in case you need to do something. Emergency poncho, because getting wet sucks. A little emergency pack of food and chocolate, which I'm going to have to throw out a lot because it's all out of date. Little balaclava. Power bank. And in this one, I've got some oats, muesli bar, and some cutlery. The cutlery is important because you never know when you're going to need to eat someone else's food. So one of the things I like about this bag is that it's got multiple side pouches and front pouches. So all of my survival prepping stuff and a USB drive, I keep in like this front thin pouch that's about the size of a large laptop. So it's not particularly big, which is why I've got everything kind of vertical. On the other side to the drink bottle, I have another, I'm using the side pouch for a few different things. I've got a small backpack. So this is actually a collapsible backpack, the Ultrasil Cedar Summit Day Pack. And this thing is freaking awesome. I used it a lot when I was traveling around America recently. 25 liters, packs down to this tiny little thing. So this is what I do. So if me and my wife are needing to bug out, or get home, I can use this to separate the load of what I'm carrying to between us both. Save some time and space. A little lens cleaner, because in case we're wearing glasses, can wipe them off having that there. And also in this packet is a bag cover. So I've gone for a green bag cover, so that way I can, if I need to go a bit more ninja, I can go from camouflage, you know, apply this to the outside of my bag, leave it in the bushes somewhere, and it's not a gigantic black bag with obvious tactical looking stuff to it. No one's ever really asked me about the technicalness of the bag, because it's, you know, sure it's got molly all over it, but that's not as uncommon now. So one thing I like about this Hazard 4 backpack is this top hard case here. So in here is where I put things that are important, like my medication, headphones, microphone, sunscreen, you know, things I use a lot that I need to make sure I've got them handy. I have had a couple of issues with this backpack. Not end of the world type stuff, like I've had these little string zipper hole things come undone and I've had to retie them. And I had the belt buckles for the waistbands just come loose. They weren't very tight. I'd have to like glue them or something similar. Alright, so that's pretty much my 2023 EDC. If you got any questions or you want to go a bit in depth of what I got in these bags and stuff, don't worry, that stuff's going to come. If you got any requests for content, let me know. If you got any questions down below, let me know. I try to reply to all the comments. And thanks for watching.